Hello, all my beautiful souls, and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Gemini for the month of November 2022. I hope all my Gemini friends are doing well. As you know, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is a spread that I have for you today, dear Gemini. In the past position, we have the Eight of Pentacles, clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. In the challenging position, we have the Two of Swords, clarified by Death. In the present position, we have the Two of Wands, clarified by the Four of Swords. And in the future outcome position, we do have the Knight of Cups, clarified by the Page of Swords. Very interesting spread. Let's get right into it. I like that you have this really powerful combination, dear Gemini, the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of hard work, and the Seven of Pentacles is a card of reward. So you definitely worked really hard, paid attention to the detail. You know, really stayed committed to the task at hand. Your nose, was down. You were working really hard on something that you wanted to manifest in your life. And the Pentacles generally deal with stability, so you wanted to have more stability, more predictability about covering yourself in the future, being able to kind of provide for your loved ones as well. And so you really wanted to kind of achieve a next level, and you were rewarded for it as well. We do live in a cycle where once we complete one project, successfully, we achieve and we level up, and then we kind of start working on something new. But this combination tells me that you have done really well for yourself when it comes to working hard on a specific project, or working hard to get a situation resolved in a way that kind of benefited you and helped you have stability, financial stability, that you really needed in your life. Now, in the challenging position, we have the Two of Swords, which is a card of generally having to make a difficult decision and not really knowing which way to go, because the Two of Swords is a card about not wanting to really make anyone angry. Because when you make a decision and you kind of lean towards going in one direction, people in the other direction might not feel so supportive. And so generally when decisions happen, we have a risk that someone may be left out, if you will. And so the Two of Swords, when it appears in the challenging position, tells me that you may find yourself in the moment of November where you kind of are not letting anyone close to you, because if no one is close to you, then no one can hurt you. It's like a response of fear. When we experience fear and uncertainty, we then kind of become detached and then overly guarded, and we kind of want to avoid having to face a difficult decision. But the antidote to that is not allowing fear to control you or to dictate what you're going to do, but in turn to allow bravery to come to the surface. It's not about lack of fear. You shouldn't focus on fear. Fear is always going to be there. It's just going to. But you should focus on bravery. What makes you feel confident? What makes you feel strong? What makes you feel powerful? Is it songs? There are some kind of songs that you can play that make you feel like, yeah, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna get it. They kind of motivate. What else can motivate you? Is it reading something powerful that kind of lifts you up? Is it doing something with your friends or family that kind of brings you that energy. Sometimes our family can give us energy that makes us feel powerful and strong, especially when we interact with our family in a very positive way that can literally lift us up. So you find bravery through those things. You don't actually pay attention to the fear, because the more you look at fear, the more you feed the fear, the more you're imagining the fear. It's like people who are afraid of heights, they become fixated by it. Instead, you need to look elsewhere. Stop looking at what makes you afraid and start looking at what makes you brave. And so, that overcoming that overwhelming fear is something that can help you make difficult decisions, and actually then the decisions don't seem as difficult. It is more often than not in our head. We tend to have very imaginative scenarios play out in the head, and so it's important to kind of stay away from those. And it looks like there's a fear of change, because you do have death in the clarifying position, and when change comes about, we tend to believe that it's going to just kill everything, that our life is just going to have to be rebuilt from zero. That's not necessarily so. The fear in the head, the fear in the mind is much more powerful than the actual events. So it's important to remember that you want to prepare yourself mentally for change, so that you are able to go with it and work with the universe and manifest as you go. You want to embrace what you cannot avoid. You want to see the lighter sides in the situation rather than focusing on the negative. Focusing on the negative, paying attention to the fear, feeding that fear is not going to help you move forward. It is doing the opposite. It's focusing on confidence and bravery and kind of pumping yourself up, elevating yourself, inspiring yourself is what can help you make difficult decisions into less difficult decisions. We do have the Two of Wands in the present position, which is a great card because it is a card of expansion. It is a card of planning for future progress. You literally are standing at the top of a hill and you literally are holding a ball, a planet Earth, like the whole world in your hand. So that means there are opportunities that you are manifesting because you have proven that you know how to work hard. You've proven that you know how to stay committed to the task at hand. So you have that experience that is needed to level up. You also have strength that is needed to level up. And so those two things, the strength and the experience, when they come together, they give you the Two of Wands that you can use to manifest opportunities, pursue different possibilities. And the Wands are all about taking risks. So you definitely want to use what you have available to you and take a little bit of risk in order to achieve what you want to see in your life. We do have the Four of Swords in the clarifying position, which tells me that you may be due for a vacation. You may be due for a change of scenery. Maybe you are in need of kind of like stepping back and regrouping, doing something else for a little while so that you can reset yourself, recalibrate yourself. But you are on your way to making incredible future progress, dear Gemini. We do see that in the future outcome position, you have a wonderful message that will be coming to you towards the end of November, because we have the Knight of Cups in the future outcome position. And the Knights are well-known messengers. The Knights, this particular Knight, the Knight of Cups, is a reminder from the divine that you want to follow your heart, lead with your heart, open your heart in order to receive different energies, because there is a good period that you are entering. There's a more or less period of stability that is going to start at the end of November for you, dear Gemini. So there's a lot to look forward to. Be in touch with your emotions. Allow your heart to make decisions. Allow your heart to play a role. The Knight of Cups is all about following your intuition and following your heart. What is it that you want to do? What is it that creates passion within you? Kind of giving it an opportunity to manifest itself is very important, because a lot of times following your heart may not be super lucrative, but it is something that is going to be far more rememberable. Like, it's going to be so much more meaningful when you follow your heart. Yes, you do have to have money to pay bills and all of that, but kind of cutting your heart out completely and just following your intellectual side is not something that makes people ultimately happy. I was actually speaking with someone recently who retired and doesn't really know what to do with the retirement, because the entire life they spent being a manager. So they've spent thinking and analyzing. They never followed their heart. And if they did follow their heart, if they had hobbies, if they followed their passions, they wouldn't be in a predicament where they're not really sure what to do during their retirement. We do see the Page of Swords in the clarifying position, which tells me that you may be feeling curiosity about a potential relationship that can be in your life in the end of November. So see where it leads you, because the Page of Swords, he's very kind of curious. He's always learning, because he's still a page. He's kind of leveling up to the Knight of Swords. So there may be a relationship in the month of November that brings you quite a lot of joy, but it's still sort of in the beginning, kind of certain stages. So go slow and be cautious as you're moving into the month of December. Now let's see what we can clarify with the Shaman's Dream Oracle card that I pulled earlier today, and we have the Crossing Initiation. You have come to stand on one side of a river, and the opposite bank leads into the darkness of the eternal cave where the old dies and then is born again. This is a place where time is forgotten and the seasons cease their dance and stand still, as if in a temporary repose. You must cross the river now, honoring and respecting this transition, for it's time to say goodbye to your old ways of navigating your world. The world itself is actually changing, and there are people who are having difficulties letting go, but the divine here is letting you know it's time to step across that threshold. It's time to cross the bridge. It's time to leave the old behind. And don't worry, the divine will catch you. You're not going to just fall through into a black hole. The divine will catch you and will give you all the resources that you need so that you can move forward and be successful. Let's see what we can clarify with the Energy Oracle card, and we have an angel that the divine is also sending you. First chakra, Archangel Michael, which is all about stability and security. Michael holds a beautiful globe of red energy at the first chakra, which is located at the base of the spine. This is the place where your sense of stability and security is stored. When this card shows up, it reveals that your energy is flowing freely regarding these issues. Even if you've had problems with feeling secure in the past, these challenges are beginning to be resolved at this time. Archangel Michael is with you, bringing you strength and personal stability. You are capable of taking action and moving forward on your path. So allow yourself to feel increasing faith in your own power and security now and always. What a beautiful spread. Definitely the divine is sending an angel to you. This angel could be a man, a woman. This angel can also be another form of life as well. And this angel is watching over you and helping you and kind of like guiding you step by step through the period of transition so that you are able to cross that bridge, so that you are able to remember to even if relationships can be hurtful, to still be part of the relationships, because you learn a lot about yourself, about your emotions, about the world in general when you interact with other people and get involved with other people. Relationships are very important. They're important for you, but they're also important for people that are in a relationship with you as well. And this can be friends, this can be partners, this can be, business partners. Relationships come in many different forms, and they bring understanding and stability again in many different forms. But the month of November is going to be really great. You're going to be doing a lot of planning. You're also going to be making progress. You're going to be getting some rest. You're going to be excited about the future. So there's a lot to look forward to. And I definitely hope that you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to visit me on Instagram. If you did enjoy this reading, please do like, share, and subscribe. It means the world to me. And it does help my channel in more ways than you can imagine. So again, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.